Time for another video. Yeah, I was just thinking about Chicago. White people always talking bad about black people in Chicago. That seems to be the go-to theme or topic. I was just thinking more about it. And then I was watching some fight videos. You know, some black dudes in Chicago, you know, fighting. And then you read the comments. You can tell which one's the racist white folks in friends. When I say in friends, I mean non-blacks or against other blacks. Non-whites, I mean, or against other black people. That's what I mean in friends. That's the ampersand sign. I guess that's what you call it. And friends, white supremacists and friends. Hey man, but I think I figured it out, man. I think a lot of white people keep mentioning Chicago, man, because they're scared of those black people in Chicago. You gotta think about how a lot of black youth in Chicago move, man. And you see videos of them killing other black folks, man. They're kind of ruthless, man. But it's almost like the ruthless ain't, yeah, nigga, I killed, yeah, it ain't like that. It's almost like it's mechanical, robotical. I've seen like videos, some black dudes rolled up on another black dude. They just shooting him up like he was being tickled or something. Like they just ran up on him with 9mm or whatever guns they had, and they just shoot him up. It wasn't like it was almost like it wasn't no animosity about it. Like it was another day in the life. Just get rid of this op. You know, like it was just like the dude was like an animal or something they took out. There's no emotions. There was no emotion from either side, the victim or the perpetrators, man. I think that's why a lot of white people, white races, white people in general, and everybody else blame Chicago and have a lot of bad things to say about the black people in Chicago. Black on black crime. They're really scared, man, is what I'm saying. They're really scared of that kind of mindset coming from black people. Because really that kind of mindset is a soldier. A soldier does things like that. But not even how white people do it. Even they have some kind of feelings behind it to a degree. But really they don't. Now they kill black people. See, they don't want us to flip that. They don't want the dudes in Chicago to flip that kind of energy and to come at them like that. But that's where it's leading anyway, man. You got white folks talking about the Rahowa and all that stuff. Those kind of murderous dudes in Chicago, that scares them, man. It don't scare me, man. It does just make me reflect on, man. You gotta be on your P's and Q's, but you can't really be trying to fight people on a quote unquote on a fair one, man. Because that's really when you have an op, that's really how you're supposed to deal with them. You're not really supposed to be looking for a fair one. That's kind of like a foolish way of dealing with an enemy. See, white society, they want us to come at them on some fair one. They like it when black people say fight fair and all this stuff. Sports is different, but when you're on the street, man, you can't really come at white supremacists, white people, enemies like that, expecting a fair one. And I was watching a Fleece Johnson video, a bunch of them, and yeah, he said a lot of freaky stuff. It's kind of appalling. I ain't got used to it now. But he told me how he survived. He took out dudes whichever way he could. Dudes try to catch a fair one, they turn their back, he'll pop them upside the head with a bat. I mean, not a bat, with a pipe. He'll shank them up with some kind of makeshift weapon. Like he did whatever it took to win, man. And a lot of dudes in Chicago move like that. A lot of black people. A lot of so-called, well, you can, not so-called, but black on black criminals, like you want to call them. Street politics, that scares white society, man, how black people move. In general, that just scares them, man. It's not that they well, because who they pointing out to black on black crime too? See how y'all do each other? See how y'all move? That's fear. Cause like when I watch fight videos, I don't watch it to be entertained. I watch it to see how people fight, see what I'm dealing with. I look at knockout punches and all that stuff. So I see not what they get caught with. I see how people get slammed. You gotta stand on your feet. Even Felice Johnson said that in his videos. He swore not to ever get on the ground, get slammed, any of that stuff. Get stumped out, dropped on your head, your neck. Like, man, you know, I'm referencing him, man, because this dude spent 40 years in prison. They kicked him out. So it's like, I think he's an authority on what goes on. And that's a dangerous place to be. You got sheer, unadulterated testosterone coming after you, man. That's a different kind of man coming after you. Somebody you filled with testosterone, man, who had nothing but time to work out. Those are the most dangerous kind of criminals, man, you're going to deal with. Dangerous people in general. So if you ever want to think about how to fight, you should think about how to fight some of these inmates that's coming out on the street, man. But yeah, man, back to the Chicago thing, man. And all the black areas and, you know, and white people like to claim is full of black on black crime. They only say that because they're afraid. It's fear. They thinking like, how would I deal with that? How would I deal with these black people coming? If they're coming at each other like that, how would I deal with them like that? Where they just run up on me and just tickle me with bullets. They just shoot me up without a thought. How would I deal with that? See, they know how to deal with us, you know, coming at them in a one-on-one. They can pick us off. They be in some kind of building, sniping. But how would you deal with black people who are not really afraid? Who can just catch you off guard any time of day, man. They can just catch you off guard, run up on you and tickle you with some bullets. I'm saying that, tickle with bullets, because that's how it looked like on the video. Whoa, like 3 or 4 dudes, might have been more than that. They just ran up on the dude and started shooting him up. Like, wasn't no bravado. It don't, you know, it was on camera, wasn't no bravado, nothing said. Like, he was being tickled up. Like, they just fled the scene like a day in the life. Another op dead. But that's how soldiers do things, man. They hit and run. Like, it ain't no grand thing, ain't no put your dukes up, nothing. Ain't no talking crazy. See, that's why a lot of white people, like, they not really afraid of black people talking crap. They're afraid of those dudes in Chicago. Those black dudes in Chicago, they don't talk nothing, man. They just run up on you and start shooting you up. That's who they're afraid of. See, we as black people, we don't see a lot of us out here don't see it. We're not reading between the lines, man. They keep mentioning Chicago from a place of fear. It ain't about convincing us that we some criminals, man. They're afraid. Yeah, man, those black dudes are gonna come after you, white folks, man. In this so-called war y'all want to start. Y'all want to jump off full scale. Those same mindless, day-in-the-life killers are going to be shooting y'all up like that. Just something for y'all to think about. Be prepared for it. That's what y'all want, ain't it? To be continued.